Hello everybody, we're back. What a way to start a stream with Ivan quite literally face planted on the screen. We're going to be doing most likely just Adobe Animate work today. I might be going to Aseprite, I don't know yet. We're going to watch the video with the test movie just to make sure there's no issues, then we'll carry on from there. We're closely approaching 12,000 frames, and remember, you're at a 16,000 frame cap with this. So we still have about almost 4,000 frames left, so let's get right to it. Right, so we give ourselves about 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes worth of work today. I might be adding some fluff effects also. I'm gonna probably put a glass break effect on this as well. So we'll do 2 watches and we'll go from there. Let's give it a sec. Come on. The longer your sprite animation is, the longer it takes for the test movie to go. So I gotta say that all the time. Adobe Animate's great, but there are times where Adobe Animate just bugs out. Also, shouts to Gran Turismo. Always so hype. And remember, the speed lines are there to simulate them falling down. These test movies are important because there are times where Adobe Animate does move keyframes around. So we're just making sure everything is fine before we start working. See, I didn't want to fully commit to Sub-Zero. The only thing she's missing now is a fatality, but I don't want to have Mia do fatalities. She's already got Ice Ball, she got Ice Slide, she has Ice Clone. Well, she technically doesn't have the slipping one. Freeze the ground and they just slip. I didn't do that. So cool. Later I'll have to make her a little bit tiny bit smaller. Also, Gran Turismo, what happened? Ah. No! Ivan, no! We don't need to do another rewatch, we're good. Okay, let's put some fluff effects. So Fuck. This is a good speed. We'll just get rid of one frame here. All right, I'm gonna have to open up my other file, so bear with me for like a minute. I gotta figure out what the hell it is. Honestly, I just need the it's not this. This may take me at least 5 minutes to actually find what I'm looking for. Nope. Alright, if I can't find it in like the next 2 minutes, I'll just do something else. We're trying not to use Kaya's effects, just because things. There we go. No. Right. That's fine. So here's what we're gonna do. For now, we'll skip it. Because I don't think I have any glass. I think I do, but I just don't want to waste any more time. That's fine. Whatever. I'll grab it later. Okay. We're gonna give this like 5 extra frames. Perfect. So as soon as Ivan gets out of frame, we're gonna have Mia and Minardi go back into their neutral pose. We'll do Minardi first because she's not doing anything. We'll do it right here. Paste. We're gonna zoom in. Do the same thing for Mia. Nope. Copy this. Paste this here, and we're gonna have to just go back into the meme. We're gonna go over tweening again. Copy this because we already have Mia dashing. We'll have her dash towards Minardi in like 2 frames. So we're gonna paste this here. Paste. We're gonna modify this and transform it. Flip it horizontal. We want this to be a very instant dash. So we're gonna move the tween right here. Let's have her dash at Minardi and also height. We'll have her dash at Minardi at 4 frames, 5 frames. So insert keyframe. We're gonna move her with the arrow keys. We'll have them meet right here. Perfect. Here's point A and point B. We're gonna have Mia move from point A to point B, but we have to have her do a tween. Right click anywhere between point A and point B, create classic tween. We're just gonna use a classic ease for this. If you're not familiar with classic easing, it's how Sonic the Hedgehog moves in the retro games. Best way for me to describe it. Easy as that. Now I'm gonna save it because I don't use autosave because autosaving is kind of busted with this program. What we're gonna do is gonna go all the way back and grab Minardi's dashing sprite, which should be not here. Right there. Copy this. Paste this right here. Ooh. We're going to turn on onioning just to make sure we have her in the proper position. Close enough. Click modify, transform, flip horizontal. Turn off tweening here. Do the same exact thing we did with Mia. Insert keyframe. We're going to move her to meet Mia right here. Right here should be good. Move Mia a little bit further. So they're actually touching. Right click anywhere between point A and point B on Minardi's layer. So right now is how it looks like. Then we're gonna have them both disappear. We're gonna zoom out real quick. We're gonna grab this. Zoom out. Right over here when they disappear, we're going to create a blank keyframe. We're going to give ourselves a little bit extra frames. We're going to paste it. Turn on onioning. Right there. This should be good. We'll move this down a little tiny bit. Perfect. Now we'll save this and watch one movie clip. Then we'll proceed into back to Isaac versus Soros. As usual, no items were harmed. But I do need to find... Damn. Oh, while I wait for this to load up, I will look for something. I might have to use my own custom ones. The thing is, I might have to wait until we get to DaVinci Resolve to put that effect on there, or even CapCut. Yeah, I think we're actually good. We'll hold off on that until we actually get to CapCut. All right. We'll do one watch, then we'll carry on. We're gonna give ourselves about 15 more minutes because it's actually getting kind of late. I kind of went into a little bit of overtime in the lore stuff because I needed to get that outline done, so I actually started typing out that damn essay. I need to get that video released by the end of August. This one will probably be released a little bit after that, probably in September. I kind of really do feel bad for Ivan, but he has to be the ongoing gag. I like doing these shorter videos just because people don't have time to sit through 2-hour videos of this. At least 30 minutes is a good amount of time, in my honest opinion. Unless people want me to do longer ones. The only reason why I'm doing shorter ones is because I need to make time for the other stuff that I'm doing. And I have to make time to actually go to sleep because it's getting kind of late right now. I have to be up at 5:45. And I generally get out of work around 7 and I have to do my IRL work stuff. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that once we get there, but we're not worried about that right now. Honestly, that email took so long to make. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this camera got turned a little bit.
Tell me why you need to feel these things that I'm not real. Been living in this lie with you until now. The shadows of my past stand out.
Poor Garrett.
Cause we couldn't turn ourselves around.
There we go. There's only one thing I need to do. We need to add a hit spark from when Minardi actually kicks Ivan. Right there. I feel so bad for the dude. So we're gonna insert a keyframe right there. We're gonna drag this right on top of Ivan. Well, first of all, we're gonna make this big. That should be good enough. We're gonna turn this into a graphic so we can actually see where it starts and where it ends. Right there. Turn this into a movie clip. We're just gonna put an ad on it like we've been doing. Perfect. Then they do their little thingy. Now we're gonna set up Isaac and Satoros again. All right. Copy this. All right, we got like several minutes left, so we're gonna kind of expedite this. I actually want them to yap for like a minute or so. There we go. Always give yourself enough frames. Blank keyframe. Blank keyframe. We're gonna paste this. Insert a keyframe right here. Oh shit. Fuck. So as soon as Ivan gets kicked, right there, we need to add a keyframe to actually have this go. We need to add a camera keyframe. So right here, insert keyframe. This has to zoom back into 120. So right. For camera doesn't work, like mine isn't right now, just turn it on and back on again. 128. Okay, we just have to do a quick watch again, just to make sure everything looks good over there. I'm very cautious when it comes to camera work. Right. So far, so good. We're making great progress. Let's make sure work is not actually trying to text me. Okay, we're good. Also, as usual, don't drink unless you're my age. Cherish your livers. So before we wrap this up, we're going to set up Isaac and Satoros again. Fuck! No, oh, thank God I actually remember to turn on the camera. False alarm! To be honest, I'm still shocked that the ray's not lagging. Not to discourage anybody from taking up a project like this, but you need to make sure your rig can handle this. There's a lot. It's pretty beefy. Adobe Animate uses a lot of resources. Aseprite barely even goes on the radar, but Adobe Animate does use a lot of resources. Plus, I'm streaming this, so this my setup is going through hell. I have my gaming rig with me. I shipped it out here. I have to give it some quality of life upgrades before I do anything. But I do recommend having at least around 32 gigs of RAM. I actually need to get a larger hard drive. Like I'm pushing more than a couple terabytes just in this. Not this project alone, but I have like at least a couple of terabytes just dedicated for this project. But yeah, just make sure your setup can actually handle something like this. So for the next couple of days, we're just gonna be focusing more so on Isaac and Satoros. They're gonna wrap up Mercury Lighthouse proper. We need to somehow get Ivan and Garrett here, but they're incapacitated. So it's gonna be, well, me and Minority aren't doing any fighting. They're just literally cat fighting off in the distance. They're completely and utterly drained of synergy. And they're low health. So they're just beating the little dog shit out of each other. Isaac and Satoros are going like crazy. And rip Ivan. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's set up the scene before we start wrapping things up. What we can do I need to make Isaac a new cast. I really kind of... We can be very cheeky and give him Matthew's cast. Okay, we ball. We were gonna do it. I already have the Sprite. Might as well use it again. Okay. We're just gonna have him standing while doing it. So we'll just get Isaac in there, then we'll start wrapping things up. So, as usual, few things. Do not resize with the camera active, and do not resize while turning this into a symbol first. Modify, bitmap, trace bitmap. Color threshold has to be on 1. Minimum area has to be on 1 pixel. Corner threshold has to be on many corners. Curve fit has to be on pixels. Click OK. From there, we'll call this, press F8 to turn this into a symbol. We'll call this Isaac Cast. Perfect. Now you're good to go. We just gotta resize him right. So he should be 173.3205. So, interesting. Let's zoom in the camera on him. We'll move you right here. Perfect. Insert keyframe right here. We'll zoom you in on Isaac. What we can do, have him do like cutting edge. Yeah, have him do that. Start with Matthew's pose, then do the slash right into it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, but unfortunately, I do have to start wrapping it up because it's early work night. Tomorrow's a Friday, so what we're gonna do is I have to start my lore video stuff. I'll do that. I'll come back and I'll do this. And I'm kind of tied up because I gotta do a Kamen Rider watch with my buddies. But besides that, just hopefully everybody enjoys the VOD. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care and have the rest of your evening. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.